too official. Do the flag, blew the whistle, 3 words, 2 official.
It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and rocking with me, man. Please make sure that you like this video, and if you are new to this channel, subscribe. So, this week, man, we have had a lot of conversations, a lot of speculation as to what wide receiver we are going to pick up. All signs are leading to a move happening very soon. But before we actually get into that, before we actually get into the receiver side of things, I want to ask y'all, what separates our beloved New York Football Giants from the rest of the teams in this division, in the NFC East? Or not necessarily separate. What makes us different? I know that I could say, and I would believe that y'all would agree, that this defensive line would be the answer. I don't know if y'all ask yourselves this, but I ask myself this all the time. And it's a good measuring stick as to how we line up against our opponents in this division. What sticks out, or what is special, or what advantage, or whatever, however you want to word it, that we have over the teams in the NFC East. If you look around, man, pay attention. The Cowboys, Commanders, the Eagles, they would absolutely love to have a D-line that we have. Absolutely love it. They don't get after the quarterback the way we get after the quarterback. They are not built to last defensively like we are built to last. So with that being said, I am having a hard time just understanding, outside of the fact that we already picked up Kayvon Thibodeaux's 5th-year option. Outside of that, I'm having a hard time understanding why Giant fans are just so open to getting rid of the thing that makes us different, or that separates us. I don't get it. Why are we trying to get rid of our superpower? We get to this mind state to where we don't understand the importance of the glue. We don't understand the importance of what makes us who we are. Kayvon Thibodeaux being involved in these Giant fan conversations with these trade proposals is another display of Giant fans undervaluing and disrespecting Kayvon Thibodeaux. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. This man is playing some of the best ball on the defensive side, and a lot of y'all say to yourselves, use him as value to trade. It's just wild to me how y'all see it that way. As far as I see it, our 4 horsemen are not to be touched. There's been trade rumors early in the year about trying to get rid of Dex. I don't know mentally where y'all tried to go with this, man. This is not the game of Madden. It would be absolutely asinine for us to even think to do anything like that. Now, as far as receivers is concerned, Jalen Waddle, Jacoby Myers, Chris Olave seems to be the top targets when we are talking about going to make a move and adding a receiver to this team. My personal favorite is a Jalen Waddle. I think Jalen Waddle is a souped-up version of a Wan'Dale Robinson. Jalen Waddle paired up with Malik Neighbors takes us to a whole nother realm. A whole nother realm. But as far as this year is concerned, it definitely closes the gap on what we need on the offensive side of the ball. And it gives us just another big play ability adding Jalen Waddle to this roster. And there are little signs with Jalen Waddle kind of following giant players on IG and things like that. There are signs that kind of are leading up to it. So I'm willing to give it attention. I'll be all for it. Matter of fact, out of all of these receivers that we just named, he is the only receiver that I'll be willing to give up a second round for. And I don't say that loosely because I understand a second round isn't just something you just fling out. I see that happen in a lot of the conversations with these Giant fans. They just treat the second round like it's a sixth. No, sir. No, sir. But I do believe in the talent and what Jalen Waddle could add to this roster on the offensive side of things. So, with that being said, I'll just be playing the waiting game, man. I'm not going to really be putting too much stock into, the coulda, woulda, shouldas and all of that. I'm just going to wait and see what happens, man. But let's talk more about this Giants and Bronco matchup, man. Can somebody please tell me where we took this right turn? I don't. Where the fuck have I been? I'm trying to understand, when did Bronco Nation become these big bad bullies? And I'm talking about in the fan base and the players. When the fuck did this happen? I ain't never looked at the Broncos in this type of light that they talking about. You got Jonathan Cooper talking about my quarterback, sounding like a complete hater.
Yeah, I mean, he's a young guy. He's, feeling himself a little bit. He's out there running around. He's got the chain on. He's dancing. I feel like everybody needs something. So, but we've went against QBs who have ran around in the pocket and have, tried to do stuff with their legs. So ain't nothing we haven't seen.
What did his jewelry, his dancing, his aura have to do with anything that happens on the football field, you hater? And correction, you have never seen a Jackson Dart. You have never seen a quarterback that has the ability to make you look silly on his highlight tape by making you miss, but in the same breath and time, if you come in thinking shit is sweet, can run your ass over. You haven't seen that. You haven't seen that. In all respect to the quarterbacks that you have seen, but you haven't seen that. You haven't seen a quarterback with that type of heart, that type of moxie. But it's okay. It's okay because we're going to introduce you to him. You ain't the first person that's had that same thought and was thinking shit is sweet. Nick Bonita, posting and deleting, which I don't respect. Stand on business. If you mean what you say, stand on all 10. Says, I've never seen such a delusional fan base. Like, it is oh so impossible for the New York Giants to walk in their trap and take over their trap. Like, that is just oh so impossible. When did we start looking at the Broncos in this light? Can somebody help me? We talking about the same Bronco team that had to fight hand, foot, and nail with the Jets? With the Jets? Almost got clipped by the Jets. And we supposed to just sit here and act like y'all are just the big bad wolves of the NFL. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, this game just added another layer for me, man. It's not just an important game anymore. It's not just a big test anymore. Yeah. This is personal. This is personal now. Y'all wouldn't even believe some of the shit I've been hearing from these Bronco fans. I didn't even know these dudes talk like this. On X/Twitter, they talking extra greasy. But it's cool. But it's cool because I like the way we carrying it. I like the fact that we got players, responding to some of the conversation, some of the shit talking. Kayvon Thibodeau letting it be known. Oh, okay. Message received. But they not doing a lot of tweeting back and forth. And I like that because all I need to know is that you heard it. All I need to know is that you heard it. That's all I need to know because one thing I know about us is we're not the team that you want to give ammunition, for sure. For sure. And I hope the message, which I know it is spread around the whole locker room because now things got just a little more personal, which was absolutely a mistake on y'all part, on Bronco Nation. And so we gonna find out. We're going to find out. 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Mile High. It is going down. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. To me, it is such a good matchup. It is such a good matchup. We have a lot of the same strengths. And we have similar weaknesses. We both have a defensive line that could get after the quarterback. And if I'm being honest, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I was watching the Broncos and the Jet game, and I was a little jealous, man. I was jealous how the Broncos were able to send all of their dogs with no hesitation. It reminded me of Wink's style of things. They just sent the dogs. They went to go hunt, got after Justin Fields. And I'm not going to hold you that is what I would absolutely love to see from Coach Shane Bowen do with us. Because I believe that we'll do it in a prettier fashion than how they do it. I do believe that. But I like the fact that this is going to be a defensive game, I believe. I like the fact that Jackson Dart is going to be put to another test. And it's going to be a quarterback battle. What can Bo Nix do as well on his side of things? I like the fact that this is going to be the biggest test for our offensive line, who has been playing well. We're going to really get a good gauge as to where this offensive line is, because I'll tell you one thing. If our offensive line shows up and plays good versus the Broncos, we're in good business. Speaking of offensive line, the Broncos' offensive line is not impressive at all and definitely can be had. Every team has to get introduced to Cam Skedaddle. Every team is going to have to get punched in the mouth by Cam Scatterbo. See, they haven't had this before. I don't care what they say. They haven't had this before. So I'm looking forward to this matchup, man. So with that being said, man, it is going down. It is going down. Will our beloved New York Football Giants have another statement game and put the league on notice that, yes, there's a new New York Giant team that is going to demand respect? Or are we going to go out there and prove the naysayers and the haters right? Be the same old New York Football Giants who just at the end of the day is just a hot mess and garbage. We're going to find out, man. We're going to find out, and I feel good about it, man. Please make sure, again, that you like this video and that you subscribe, man. Giant fans, even Bronco fans, comment. Let me know how y'all feel going into this game. I am ready like Mama Spaghetti, man. New York Giants, salute to each and every one of you. I'll holler at y'all, and until I holler at y'all, Fee-Fi-Fo-FUMM. Yeah, let's go. Peace.
AKA lion, AKA tiger, how we swinging iron, walking through the fire, certified pioneer. Yeah. Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer than I appear, closer than my dish. Yeah. Keep it weighted.